Hey guys, Elias with Bulba Cards. I never know how to start these videos, so we're just going to jump right on in. We're essentially talking about responsibility today, and how, as a business store owner, you should be doing the most work when things are going well and you don't feel like you need more customers. Or if you're a collector, and how you should be seeking product when you don't think you need to be looking. Okay. I decided to stop, take some time, record the video while doing orders. I was shipping out some Battle Partners, the Japanese brother to Journey Together. I dropped that price down to 80 from 108 from the pre-orders, and they've been selling like crazy. I got a good like 50 of them. I got a pack. Journey Together is coming out soon, so check out bulbacards.com for that. We will have it at MSRP or below. And then pick up some Battle Partners if you're interested in opening up a few and getting a little preview of Journey Together. So what do I mean by what you should be doing as a store owner when things are well? Through jiu-jitsu, one thing I learned, one thing we have to do is go get leads, especially when I was first starting off as a gym owner. I didn't have resources, right? One of the biggest benefits you can have as a business when you don't have resources is you learn how to get creative. You have to come up with ways to generate money, how to find clientele when you don't have money, right? When you're, when you have all the money in the world, you got your pockets filled to the brim, you can just toss out money to ads and advertisers and get what you need, right? Which is fantastic. Now, at the gym, it's more worth my time to put that into Facebook ads to generate leads versus going out hand to hand, right? But when I first started, I had to literally just walk around Walmart all day, just walk up and down aisles, and I'd see a mom with a kid, and I'd walk up, wait to hear something, like the kid say something, then I'll have a witty pun or something, and then kind of bring up jiu-jitsu and get them signed up. But as a store owner of Pokemon, you kind of need to be doing the same thing. Well, actually, I just completely butchered that story. Let's back up. Okay, so I'd go around collect these leads, and there'd be times where I felt I had enough, and then I would stop going out and getting leads. And my instructor, Jared, told me, no. When you feel you have enough clients, you should be out there searching for more, even more so, because typically it will take around anywhere from a month to 3 months to really get them in the door and signed up. So if I think I'm feeling good, okay, I got enough customers coming in, I'm getting enough signups, and then I stop what I'm doing, you can have this sudden drop off, and it's going to take 1 to 3 months before you really get that back up, and now you're behind the ball. We see that essentially with Pokemon printing, right? Pokemon, they'll cut the printing and realize, oh no, we didn't print enough, right? We didn't do the work now, so we can keep the customers of the future. And then all of a sudden, demand skyrockets because there's not enough product, and then it takes them 8 months to a year and a half to really catch up on printing. So as a store owner, you don't want to fall into that hole. So don't be like Pokemon, cut printing, see it sucks, and then wait 8 months to a year and a half to really catch up to demand. So you should be doing that work now. So if you own a store and you feel like your sales are good, your inventory is great, and it's like, okay, I don't really need to be on Instagram, I don't need to be on Facebook to really start pushing new people to come to my site. I'm good as is. That can come back to bite you, right? The responsible gym owner will be doing that work regardless how good things are going, right? Regardless of the privileges that they are coming in and the rewards they're receiving from the previous work, you need to continue putting that work in now. Because as you put that work in now, you won't see the benefits of it for another 1 to 3 months. Or if you're Nintendo or Pokemon, you won't see it for 8 months to a year, right? So if you feel like your customer base is going well, right, and you don't need to do ads anymore, you don't need to be contacting, you don't need to be reaching out to people, stop. Do it, okay? Make sure you're putting in that time when things are good, because things bad can creep up on you faster than you may think, and then you will need that work. And if you didn't already put it in, there's going to be this gap of suffering that you'll have to deal with. So now, how does that apply to if you're a collector? Well, if you're a collector, if you think prices are down, you can just go anywhere. You can go on TCG Player, buy a booster box for $90, and you're good to go. Well, you're no longer building those relationships with stores, right? Oh, well, let me get on TCG Player, get it for $1 cheaper than going to my local LGS, right? Even if it's $9 difference, right? Well, you can get that booster box now instead of waiting anywhere from 3 days to a week, right? You can get it now. Cool. And you can also support your local store. Why is that important? Well, when market prices drop and you can get prices cheaper anywhere, right? Just go on TCG, Amazon. Don't buy cards from Amazon. Dear God, don't do that. eBay, stuff like that. Well, eventually that market's going to go back up. Prices are going to get higher. Demand's going to become higher. And then supplies going to get more scarce. And if you weren't putting in that time with your local LGS or your online shop like Bulba Cards, then you're going to be like, oh God, I can't find any Prismatic Evolution. Hey, Elias, can you hook me up? I'm going to look at that email and be like, who are you? Oh, I bought from you like 4 years ago. Since I'm a customer, can you hook me up? And it's like, well, I got newer customers who are buying things constantly, regularly. So I'm going to prioritize them, right? So as a collector, make sure you're still seeking out your stores, right? Still building those relationships with store owners, so when things do get bad, you have a friend, you have someone there to help, right? Don't not maintain your relationships with your friends and family when you think you don't need to. That's the time you need to do it most, because if something happens, you would like them to be there for you. Where if you only really want them when things are bad for you or you have a use for them, well, that's not really a healthy relationship, right? So do that with stores, right? When prices are low, talk with your store. I'm sure that they'll work something out for you, but even if they don't, you're at least still building that relationship with them for the future. But that also goes with pricing. Just because you see a good price on TCG Player when the market's down, take a second, look around. You might actually be able to find better deals. Your local LGS may actually have a better deal if you buy a sealed case, right? So when the market's down, prices are cheap. Don't just settle, right? You still go around, look. Around those times, you can find things where you might be able to get a coupon code, get additional money off those booster boxes versus just going, TCG, 92, boom, right? I know once you get busy, I do that a lot, where I'd rather just spend the money sometimes and spend time doing things because my time's very valuable. I don't have a lot of it, so that is a variable. That's something that's going to be very common in these talks we do about the character development, right? As a store owner and collector, is you can't. We look at them. We will look at the character development in isolation by itself, because I can't throw like 20 different ones at you and then it makes sense. Eventually, we will start connecting them together, but all the character development is attached to all the other ones, right? I think in the next video, I'll sit down and show you guys the sheet. So it's basically a 30-week program of different ideas. But you can't have responsibility as a store owner without having character, without goal setting, right? Without positivity, without hard work, without relationship management, right? So even though we're talking about these topics in isolation, they are required to have the other ones to really be able to pull it together and improve your life. So that's something just to keep in mind. So again, if things are going well for you, that's amazing, but don't stop doing the work to make things better in the future. Now is the time to do it. You're getting the rewards, you're getting the privilege. That should be motivation to do more now, okay? So stores, if you feel you're happy with your customer base, start reaching out, getting more customers, new customers. I know sometimes that can be hard when supply is low because you don't want people coming to your store not having anything. But have a conversation with those people. Let them know you don't have product and let them know what's going on, and they'll remember those conversations. And then maybe later when you reach out when you have it, they'll remember that talk you had with them, and they're likely to purchase from you now. So even if you don't have product, maintain those relationships. Talk to people. Try and get new customers still, okay? So that's pretty much our talk for today. So think, how can you be a responsible store owner and collector? Check out bulbacards.com when you can. We have fantastic deals, prices. We're below. Other than that, guys, take care, and we'll see you next time.